guys, I'm the owner of Basket Factory, and I'm here today to tell you why I am where I am on today. In 2015, I became pregnant with twins. At first, my baby A, her heartbeat, they could not find it. Baby B was fine. After about a week, they found baby A's heartbeat. At that time, I did not know how to take care of kids. I knew how to take care of my nieces and nephews and godson, but I didn't know how to take care of kids on my own. This was my first go round, and boom, it was twins. Um, I was very happy, but at the same time, I didn't know. I just did not know anything. I went through my pregnancy. I worked two jobs. I worked at a retail store, and I also worked as a day tutor at elementary school. When I got off of one job, I had like an hour in between. I would run home, take a little 30 to 45-minute nap, and go to the next job. And I would get off at that job at like 9 o'clock and wake up the next morning at 6:30 and do it all over again. I worked both jobs until I was 28 weeks. I went on maternity leave at one job, and I went on maternity leave at 32 weeks with my other job. I went through my pregnancy alone. All I knew, other than my family and close friends helping me, all I knew was I got to do what I got to do to take care of my kids, take care of the blessing that I was expecting to come. It was a surprise because baby B's heart rate began to drop, and they immediately scheduled a C-section. And I didn't even have a baby bag packed. At 35 weeks in one day, I had the twins, cesarean section. And I was so happy. I was so happy. At that time, I had weeks off from maternity leave. During that time, I began thinking of what could I do to better myself? What could I do to expand? Because I was looking at everybody else. I was looking at everybody else, and I said, I want this and I want that and I want this, and it just wasn't my time yet. But I knew I had to do something. I knew I had to step in the water to do something because now I have kids that I have to take care of. And so I began to want to open up a daycare. And I got into that. I got into reading it. I was studying it and reading it very often. And I said, I want to open up a daycare. I went around looking for a building, searching, and I could not find one. And I was looking at everything that was required for the building, for the safety of kids, and I was overwhelmed. As I began to broaden my thoughts on what I wanted to do, how could I be successful? I had moved back in with my mom and my dad at the time to help me raise the twins for a little while because I was raising them on my own. I began to be creative there, and I said, wow, I could really begin to make baskets, gift baskets. And I said, well, no. So I created about two or three of them at one time, and it was around Mother's Day. And so they look good. They look like a beginner basket. So I said, okay, let me put this out there. And so I did it, and boom, it was a hit. And so people were actually ordering from me. And so I was in my mom and dad's house at the time, and people were contacting me about making baskets, constantly making a basket. And I had all of this stuff thrown around the kitchen and the guest room. And with the twins, they weren't walking at the time, but they were crawling around and grabbing stuff off the table and everything. And I told my mom, I was like, look, you got to take them in the other room right quick and let me do this. So I stayed. My mom, she helped me with them while I was making the baskets. And after that holiday, from there on, I began getting better at what I did. And many times I look back at my past baskets, and I just began to cry because of where I've came from to where I am on today, of owning my own business. So I'm here to tell any woman out there today, any mother out there today that has multiple kids, you can do it. You can do it if you have a support system, um, which I have my family and also close friends. I had my family was a big support system in this. If you have the support and if you have the mindset, you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to. There was many times that I had to drop off. I had a pickup spot for customers to meet me with baskets. There were many times that I had to bring the twins with me because my parents were doing something, or my family members were busy that day, and so I had to carry them with me. I had baskets literally sitting on top of their feet in the truck, and so they were there. And once they got a little older, they wanted to help me with the baskets, and they wanted to, when I set out and on different holidays, they wanted to write down how many baskets people were getting. So they became a help to me. Very appreciative of them. Uh, but you can do anything you put your mind to. You can do it. You can be successful in anything. So this is where it all began. Here are a few of the baskets that I first began making when I started in the gift basket making business.